feeling some kind of way. Hi. Welcome to my tube. My name is Margie. I'm a Hilk empath. I just like having these little talks, these little conversations on the way I feel about things. It just started buzzing. It's right when I started my talk. Because they updated the tubes again. The tubes have a new route. The interface is different. Let's see, what did they do? So we have our go live button back. Classic went away again. So did they roll it back or forward? With technology, how it's merging with collective consciousness, it's kind of funny if they think that we're all just tech-tarded, really. We all are. Anyway, what it do, what it be, homie? What up? Welcome back. I've been on you today. I feel good about stuff. I had a rough, hard couple days. But the moon just went from Pisces. See, I got a lot of Pisces energy. And I got a lot of water. So water is emotion, contains emotion. And this last full moon was in Pisces, and our 70% water, like the earth, was being magnified, drawn out. And it's karmic time. So it's like, do you still have these lower vibrational frequencies within you? Or are you rising above it? Are you living in truth? Or are you sitting for evil? Which master are you serving? Which wolf are you serving? You know, the white and black wolf stories. Which one are you serving? I've been hanging out with. I ain't never really picked one religion, because I pick and I take what's good from some and leave the rest. But I've been hanging out with this study guide lately. It has my name on it even. Somebody gave me back this. Look, it's like brand new. I like the maps. I'm all about the maps. Because we're just people. We're just chess pieces, and they move us around, and to siphon our energy. And now that people have been made to go within, people are getting quiet, and they're finding their connection to source, their justice, their goodness. And World War III is a spiritual war, and people are stepping into their ideologies that we're going to live free or we're going to die trying. I went down this ant hole. I go down ant holes. A rabbit hole, if you just look at it like a real life rabbit hole, it's just a hole. And it could just be like a mound in some tall grass. That's it. It's like one line of thinking. There it is. Think this. That's it. It's a rabbit hole. Now, ant holes, caverns, they are the masters of underground dwelling. So there's a lot more paths to go. So I go down ant holes. And the one I went through today, I'm like, well, when I bleed, it looks green. I always tripped me out when I was a little kid. I'm like, okay, inside of you, it looks like it's green. And lizards look like there were lizards with blue bellies and yellow bellies when I grew up in Central California. You know, and some of them, like if you touch them, their tails would fall off. You know, some of them they'd grow back. Some of them, you know, that was a defense mechanism. You know, and then I started hearing about this whole reptilian storyline and stuff like that, you know. Then I started thinking about blue bloods. Like, why do they identify as blue bloods? What's that all about? So I look up animals, critters that have blue blood, and octopus. I love octopus. I think they're aliens. Well, I think we're all alien because we're on a rock in space, and I think it's silly that people think that everything out there is alien, but everything on the rock is what? Accountable by definition because somebody said so. Put it in a book, therefore it is. Put it on the interweb, so it must be true. Oh, we're all alien, homies. We're all alien. People are just figuring it out that, you know, you can have vibed low and done all that lower vibrational behavior, but come out of it and not live that way. People can repent. That's what they're doing. People are like, man, I lived like a creep for a long time, and I just don't want to do that no more. I did it myself. I did it myself. Ever hear of that band Alien Ant Farm? Yeah. I like all kinds of music. I don't really like that new. I don't think I can't even justify any music that's been made in the last as being music. I can't. I mean, there's songs that have come out that I like, but really, you know, you can tell who's serving their masters because they sold out to the wrong one because their crap went all flat. So, um, this last couple of days hit me like a rock. But then I call people that I'm like, and to check, and I reach out. I'm like, so how are you feeling? What's going on with you? Because I already know what's going on with me. I know plenty, so I reach out to a lot of people. And I just feel blessed when they feel compelled to answer me back. Because oftentimes, it's just Marge. Marge is, Marge, whatever, and so it's like, okay, that's cool. I know I'm a big freaking weird kid. That's all ever, and hey, at least I'm consistent, right? In my inconsistency. So I've always been known for having a big heart and all that stuff, and so people are coming into their heart from living in their ego, and I'm getting a lot of questions about stuff, and it makes me feel good. And then I listen to people that I look up to, like Jessie Zabor. She's gonna be on Fool in the Rain is on right now. I saw Paige and Plant in Mountain View. That's a good story. We won't get into that. On the Dark Outpost, I'm learning a lot from that channel. I can only do, because it's given me an awakening of stuff that I get scared. I get scared about figuring out about how stuff really is, because I'm like, okay, it can get that dark, right? And then people start focusing on how dark it can get. Get it, kitty. And then they take their eye off the light. But what they need to do is right now is focus all of your might, all of your might, all of your might on the light and raising the vibration and shaking all that evil out of the darkness by our positive intentions. Everything's woo-woo. Gotta get Benny. The poop troop came out. Come here, Hardy Pants. Say hi. Come here, Benno. Come here, say hi, Hardy Pants. It's a poop troop. That's a Benny. Big face of Benny coming in loud and clear. And a tut-tuck. It's hot today. I need to get to a place where we have better air conditioning. Like a swamp cooler. Huh, tut-tuck? He said, yeah, Mom, get a swamp cooler. I miss swamp coolers. I don't like AC. I can't do AC. AC, it takes the heat, it takes heat out of the air. It doesn't add cool. Swamp cooler adds moisture, cools the air. AC is false. It's a misconception. So all these falsities are coming out. Come on, if you guys want, you should come over. She does a live. Jessie does a live every Thursday at 7 o'clock Pacific time. So, see, my dogs are so good. They let me know, and I already know I know their schedule. My dogs, somebody let me live in your house, please, in California. Please, in Northern California, please, soon, very soon, please. Oh, positive intentions for everybody to find their safe place. Because it's going to get crazy, homies. And wherever I go and I'm established, whoever is a part of my same freak tribe, you're always welcome with me, I want to do kind of a survival school on how to read energy. Not a school, just a survival hangout. I don't want it. See, I don't like all that labeling stuff of like, I want people to come visit and we exchange ideas and make the world a better place and make it peace on earth. Let's see if we can't make heaven on earth. No more made up wars. None of that stuff. Oh, so I was talking about the blue bloods and the octopi. And then I go and I'm thinking about the people, the shapeshifters. Because you know who they are. To me, I interpret them as people that can put themselves in all kinds of different. I mean, I could be construed as a shapeshifter. So are all things with labels bad? Yes. Some that are coming out, there is no goodness. And a Geppettos, yes. There's no goodness in them. And they're the ones that are all being busted right now because of where we go, when we go, all we are all connected. And you know, we're all the weirdos. Q-berts, the Qsers. You know, call us whatever you want, you know. The thing of it is the gig is up. And I love seeing posts on Instagram just like, isn't that funny that all the people that were on Epstein's fly logs are who they're endorsing for president? And that whole storyline? Isn't that interesting? No, true, but I gotta eat it now because an hour out, I want to be in a kind of place. They're rainbow. Look, I put little rainbow sprinkles in them. These right here will heal the world. So you all come visit me in Northern California one day when I get settled, and we'll fix some stuff. It's a beautiful place. Check out Lake Shasta Caverns. The Three Shastas. Mount Shasta is in itself is a portal through all dimensions. Lemurian, Palladian, it don't matter. Bigfoot, fairies, it don't matter. They all come hang out. Because you know why? People, their minds are open there. They're also open to the darkness too. And people are starting to realize that. Everybody knows in Redding where Lost Lanes is. Everybody. Everybody's, you know, I know people that have gone down and like prayed for that area because you can see where the altar is. Everybody knows. Every city, they all got them. And that evil has been made to run, has been allowed to run rapid. And now, JC is making a comeback. The vibe of Jesus Christ, we're raising into a frequency. Who knows? Maybe he will walk the earth again. You never can tell because miracles happen every single day. Look at all the UAPs people are seeing. You know, all the earth changes that are happening. You know, it's freaking. It ain't just, I stand corrected. I say this stuff is just this is just a bedtime story. Oh yeah, there's perceptions, versions of it. You know, everybody, it's just that there's a higher power that's bigger than me, that I believe in, that we're all a part of. Evidently, there's like 500 gods, you know. I mean, I've been to Greece. I freaking know, you know, I know about all the gods, but people are figuring out which ones people are serving. Which, you know, and all that NFL halftime nasty stuff. I never really liked JT. I think he's gay. I think he's closet, and I don't care about that. I just don't. You're acting. You're being untruthful. I don't think Tucker feels real good today. It's just so hot, but it's cooling down now. And it's the energy. It's not even temperature heat. It's the energy. I bet he has his moon in Pisces too or something. God bless him. So, they're eating dirt. They're trying to stay grounded. Stan Lee was eating grass earlier. He got a little sick in his belly. Oh, I put him inside. That's right. Whew. So, if you're new to the Ascension, I equate a lot of Ascension energies. Ascension symptoms is what some practitioners call them. Just lethargy. Just like it doesn't matter what you do, you just got nothing, man. That's all. That's our planetary alignments, and sometimes if you can freaking get away with it, by all means do nothing. You know, that's why I'm trying to really find my tribe, because it's getting hard on me, and it's like I got it. Like, I'm gonna talk about my notes. Okay, I came up with these notes when I went down the anthole today. The path, okay. This realization, and I mention this often, I just don't, not a lot of people watch my videos. Check out the path of the moon and the sun and how much they've changed. Now, I'm hyper vigilant, and I've been staying close to home for, you know, a year, 3 years, 4 years, 4 years, lose track of time when your Groundhog's Day is 4 years long. Anyway, since I've been in Oregon, 3 years pretty solid though, of like regular staying at home, and I only leave the house like 2-3 times, and just hanging out with mom all day, tending to the critters. I used to be, and an IT pro and that geeky person that showed up in your desk with yellow polyester or green polyester pants and a and an off-colored freaking polo shirt. Tech support, with my name tag, my badge for access, all access. I could get in all the back rooms with my badge accesses, and then I'd pretend like I was a lawnmower. I'd pull my string like I was a lawnmower. Do that for people. People get a kick about, what are you doing, Marge? I'm like, nah. Impressions. Yeah, and then I got here and my life changed. So, the moon used to... You okay, Tuck? Handsome man? See those 2 trees? Right there. The moon used to rise through those 2 trees. Now, last night, the full moon rose over here. That is how much difference in 3 short years. At the same time of year, because I pay attention to when today we got the first leaf fell on the tree. Almost caught it, that I noticed. So fall is in the air. And that's when I got pictures because I got 40,000 pictures on my cloud. So you can like take pictures of the moon that I've taken in 2016, 17, 18, 19 and see how it's moved. I mean, that's how, if people want to get into it. I don't know how to get into shit. So things have definitely changed. NOLA, I've been to NOLA. You got a lot of freaking woo-woo voodoo down there, yeah. I had a good time there. I'll come back. I'm going to do an East Coast Heyoka. I'm going to do a Heyoka world tour. I'm sorry this is really rude. I'm not sorry, obviously, because I'm eating. I'm doing it. Chasing squirrel. Yeah, the squirrel. Nubbins was just over here. Pantera. He's a dude. Jesus Christ is the truth. Absolutely. I think I'm one of those 144. I think I am. I've always identified with that. It's funny, I used to go to a Friday night meeting when I was hanging out with those friends of Bill W. And all that stuff is online, so the 11th tradition is pretty much dead anyway. So I might as well talk about it. And they called the Friday night meeting, it was the 12 by 12, because they talk about the 12 steps and 12 traditions, and then they talk about the concepts, and I talk about the concepts, and that is not fun or nor easy to do. I had to talk about a concept once. So, I called it the meeting the 144, and I've always made all these like synchronistic. I've always been in line with it, so yeah, sure, why not? Why couldn't I be? Why couldn't a Heyoka Marge be one of the 144? Who people who think they are like freaking Beyonce? I never liked her. I do have 2 of her songs on, but they were back when they were Destiny Child. So I don't even. And I'm having a hard time with Lady Gaga, and for some reason, I'm really getting creepy dude vibes. Dude from freaking Ed Sheridan, and he ain't even on this theme. Benny's over here trying to get Tucker to play. Benny not in the mood. Benny, he don't want to play. I'm gonna put him inside. He's hot. Leave him alone. Come on, Tucker. Come on, Tucker. Benny, you're not in the mood. Benny, you're not in the mood. Now you two hot. Come on, Tucker. Come on, little dog. Come on, Artie. Time's up. Come on in. Too hot. Come on. Let's cool core temperature. Come on, good boy. Good dog. Good boy. There's a high potential of like heat stroke and stuff like this week, just because the energetics, the magnetics in us are responding to the magnetics and all the kinetic energy that's floating around because of all the chaos, because of all this truth clashing with lies. These are the two earths that are really, really fighting. And truth has a vibration. Everybody knows what truth feels like. You know, you walk into a room and you can call bullshit on an environment. You know, I can call bullshit on this bra. Because anybody that's ever seen my videos, you know, I mean, if people don't represent themselves in a clear way, they're really trying to get you to see them in a certain kind of way, and that's deception. That's deception. And all that stuff is freaking coming down. It's all coming down, and it's beautiful. So, feels good. I'm just going to keep praying, set my intentions high. I'm trying to just stay grounded in the present moment, because that's when I get caught up, is if I'm living in thoughts that are consuming me from that already happened and I have no control over, or if my thoughts are being consumed by things that haven't happened. Either way, I have no control over it. So my best course of action, especially when the energies are going to be this weekend is going to be insane. But it's like they're peaking. It's like every weekend it mounts more and more. And then at one point it's going to mount so much that it's going to be a catalyst, and it can only subside after that, because that's how waves go. And we're just all waves of energy. That's what heartbeats are. It's just a wave of energy that we're allowed to have. We're allowed to freaking breathe. This is an allowance. This is a grace that is given to us that people take for advantage of every day. That we are our own cosmos, and by what we feed our being allows it to sustain itself. And if we eat a bunch of crap, you're going to feel bad, and then you're going to bring a bunch of crap to the world. People, if they only understood how how vivacious, how much your body responds on vegetables and fruit and things like that. They just don't get it. But if they got it, maybe they'd do it more, you know. But soon we're deregulating. Is what is happening. We've had the control freaks for so long, and they want to take it to a kind of place. Well, they're way more of us than them. They're way more of us than them. But we got to come in peace, best as we can. Then bring the hellfire. Match them where they, I'm a peace-loving being. My record, my account's pretty good. 46 years, never took the first blow. Never took the first strike. And, and I've been hit by a lot of dudes, too. A lot of dudes. That whole idea of chivalry and the things that men don't do, it's all smoke and mirrors. Although a lot of men are stepping in their truth. I know so many wonderful men. I need to talk about. I talked to my father figure, my dad. We're not blood related, but you get to choose who your family is in this incarnate, because sometimes we're born with people that we're related to, and they're just here to teach us life lessons about stuff. They're not here to help us or be kind or loving or any of those things. They're just here to teach us lessons about who and what we are, and what we do with these lessons. See, I can be. I got Scorpio moon. I can be spiteful. I can be vindictive. I can, I can be methodical. I can freaking, because I don't do stuff, like, I don't slit tires, stuff like that. But, like, wouldn't it suck to come out to have, like, 4 really, 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 really low tires? You know, I mean, that's how I think. But I don't act on this stuff. I don't act on, and I don't recommend anybody else, because even thinking about that karma stuff, that's what can come back to me and bite me in the ass. So I even really got to be careful about being spiteful in my mind. So it's just easier not to be. You know, let the people that are causing harm, they're doing it because they've been caused so much harm. But they're like little baby whiny brats, you know, like the nasty ones that are doing it from an ego-based place, because they don't know how to soothe themselves. They'll burn themselves out. I used to do it when I was a little kid all the time. I was one of those that I would tense my body and I'd hold my breath. That's how I'd throw fits. But what they wouldn't understand is that I would do that for the release. Because it was in the release, my vibrational field remembers being with spirit in spirit's loving arms before I came to this freaking incarnation where these beings do disgusting, gross things to humans. They're not human, because a human couldn't do the things that they do to other humans. So they're inhumane. There is no spirit in that. So I appreciate you and all of your contributions to my source and energy, because I'm drawn. Hey, you know, that's the thing. They call it energetic vampires. No, it's energetic cooperation. I'm drawn on people's prayers and their good vibes for me right now, because that's what I need, because I don't got all the juice up by myself, and I got a long way to go and a short time to get there. So, well, 366 miles roughly, but I got to find a place to land, and it'll be all right. Everything's always all right. I've always been divinely protected. Mom came out and hung out with us earlier. She's like, and you know, that's the thing is, I go out in the world when she feels like, doesn't feel, and I take all these pictures and then I come back and share my day with her and tell the stories. But she came out this afternoon. The spiders are starting to web. They're starting to, oh, I love it. Anyway, she came out and sat earlier, and she was like, oh, because she was like, you know, starting to think that she's going to miss parts of this place. And she's like, get a picture of that. And so I'm like this? And you can't hear it, but she's like doing her narrative in it, you know. And she's just such a dear woman, and I appreciate all the support I'm getting to make life easier to help her, because she's an elder. She's an elder. She's a sacred elder, and she's closer to the answers than we are, just like the children. So it's when her granddaughter and she sit and they get to talk. It's that innocence. That is how the meek are going to inherit the earth, because we have to make a planet that is kind and gentle for them. I'm good. I'm good. I'm good. I'm just going to take my shoes off and let that flow. And that's why we'll keep doing these talks. So that's about all I got for now. You feel emotions, you let them come, yeah? You let them come. And then if you need to, take them outside, put your feet in the dirt, put your feet on the grass, and give it to the earth, because she's taken all of our juice, all of our kundalini energy, and I look at it as like a teeter-totter, or a balance beam, or a teeter-totter, or scales. It's Virgo season, so of course I'm going to be thinking scales. So scales, and it's like, when people are thinking high vibes, there goes the high, you know, there goes the high, you know, the high is winning, and then when people do evil ego shit, then, you know, all that money stuff, and then, okay, low vibers are winning it. So that's the real pole race right now, is between the polarity of positive and negative. And when people resolve that we're all of that, you know, it kind of makes evil a little less evil. So I thank you for sharing your space and your time with me. I appreciate you all. I hope you have a good evening. I'll see you soon. God willing, and the creek don't.